The Next Conversation, Book Summary. Introduction. Imagine turning a shouting match into a calm, respectful talk in seconds. Ever snapped from friendly banter to a full-blown argument and wondered how it all went wrong? You'll discover simple, proven steps to stop that slide, cool heated moments, and keep your cool every time. I'll share the exact communication tactics elite trial lawyers use to navigate high-pressure talks with confidence. You learn how to spot tension early, choose words that soothe instead of inflame, and guide any tough conversation back on track. By the end of this summary, you'll have practical tools to respond with clarity, protect your dignity, and walk away knowing you handled conflict like a pro. Ready to transform your toughest talks? Please read or listen or watch till the end of the book summary. This video, including its audio and script, is protected by copyright. Unauthorized reproduction, distribution or piracy is strictly prohibited and may result in legal action. Welcome to Communication Skills English Book Summary, Episode 6. In this episode, we'll explore 2025 published book, The Next Conversation, Argue Less, Talk More, written by Jefferson Fisher.
The Next Conversation, Book Summary, Chapter 1, Hidden Struggles. Have you ever felt the air go cold in a conversation? One moment, everything seems normal. The next, tensions skyrocket. Bobby Lepray's deposition shows exactly how this can happen. He walked into the room, towering over Fisher. Fisher was there to ask about a bar fight. He expected a simple Q&A. Instead, he faced a sudden outburst. Bobby's hands twitched. His breathing got loud. Fisher paused and watched. Then Bobby pointed and shouted. He blamed lawyers for all of the country's problems. Fisher froze. He could have fired back. He could have shut down. But he did something else. He chose to listen. Fisher asked a simple question. He asked what Bobby was struggling with. The room went silent. No one saw that coming. Bobby's anger melted away. He spoke about his mother. She was very sick. He felt helpless. He had threats in the mail about her home. Lawyers were at the center of those threats. Suddenly, it made sense. Bobby wasn't angry at Fisher. He was drowning in fear and worry. Lawyers had become the face of his pain. Fisher did the unexpected. He paused the deposition. He connected Bobby with an elder law attorney. He offered more than questions. He gave help. Then he said the most powerful words, "You're a good son." Those words cut through the tension. Bobby broke down in tears. By the end, they hugged. That moment shows what we miss in most conflicts. We see only the surface fight. We miss the treasure buried below. It's like an iceberg. We argue about chores or emails. Those fights are mere tips above water. The real struggle hides under the waves. People lash out to say, "I'm hurting." They lack the words to say it. Imagine if you could dive under that tip. What if you could bypass the fight entirely? Next time someone snaps at you, try a simple move. Ask, what's really weighing on you? Give them space to share. You might uncover stress, fear, or pain. You might hear about a sick parent. You might learn about lost hope. This simple step can change everything. It can shift a harsh fight into a healing talk. It can turn tears of anger into tears of relief. You can guide any tough chat back to calm waters. You can keep your dignity. You can help another person feel seen. But first you must handle your own reactions. Your body wants to react fast. It tightens your muscles. It speeds up your breath. It whispers, fight or flee. You need to pause. You need to breathe. You need to choose curiosity over reaction. That choice opens a door. It lets you ask that key question. It lets you find the real struggle. In the next chapter, we will explore how to calm your body. We will learn techniques to pause under pressure. We will practice simple breathing and body checks. We will see how these steps set the stage for real understanding. Ready to learn how to master your own response? Let's dive in. The Next Conversation, Book Summary, Chapter 2, 10-second Reset. Have you ever felt your heart slam the moment you hear a harsh word? Meet your amygdala. It's a tiny alarm in the brain. It was built to keep our ancestors safe. It scans for danger all the time. Back then, Real threats meant life or death. Today, its reactions can feel too strong. A simple argument can set it off. When the amygdala senses an attack, it floods your body with adrenaline. Your heart races, your muscles tense, you feel trapped, you lose calm. You might snap back or shout. You rarely think of a better answer. Emotions take over. After the heat dies down, everything cools. You might walk away, you might apologize, but damage is often done. The harder the blow, the longer it takes to calm down. This is why many fights leave scars. So how do top lawyers handle this? How do they stay steady when stakes are high? The answer is the conversational breath. It is a simple tool. It helps you control your body. It stops the amygdala from sparking. Here is how it works. When tension hits, pause. Do not speak right away. Take a breath. Inhale gently for 3 seconds through your nose. When your lungs feel full, take a sharp extra inhale. Then exhale slowly through your mouth for 6 seconds. It feels odd at first, but it slows your heart and eases stress. This breath is used by lawyers every day. They deal with tense meetings. They face angry witnesses and tough judges. They need to stay calm. They use this breath to keep their cool. You can too. To get even more out of this reset, add a quick scan. As you inhale, close your eyes for a moment. Scan your body. Notice where you feel the tightest. Is it your shoulders, your jaw, your stomach? Pick one spot. As you exhale, let that place soften. Release the tension there. At the same time, name the feeling in your mind. Say the emotion in a single word. Maybe it is pressured, maybe frustrated, maybe defensive. Saying the word helps you see what you feel. It turns a swirl of thoughts into a clear idea. All of this takes about 10 seconds. 10 seconds that can stop a flare-up. 10 seconds that give you a chance to think. When you finish, the amygdala is less likely to shout, "Fight." You now have the space to choose your words. But the way you speak after the pause matters too. A calm voice can heal a wound. A harsh word can light the fire again. In the next part of this book, we will learn how to pick the right words. We will see how to invite calm conversation. We will explore questions that show curiosity. We will find out how to guide talks back to calm waters. You have the power to change the tide of any chat. It all starts with this 10-second reset.
The next conversation, book summary, chapter 3, Mental Anchors. Ever had a phrase play on repeat in your head? Fisher did. He drove home after a tough day in court. His mind replayed every misstep. He muttered lines he wished he'd said. "You be Jefferson. Wait for the right pitch. Let the facts tell the truth." They looped without end. The next morning, those phrases still echoed. Fisher grabbed his yellow legal pad. He wrote them down at the top of the page. In that moment, he invented his small talks. These were simple lines he could use later. They became mental anchors. Whenever things got hard, he could call them up. Think about times you felt off balance. Maybe you froze in a meeting, or you snapped at your partner. How could you ground yourself? What phrase would bring you back? That is your first step. Pick a mindset you want to hold on to. Then find a short, snappy phrase to match it. Imagine you want to stay calm during a tense chat. Your small talk could be, "Seek to understand." Picture yourself pausing. You breathe. You remind yourself to ask and listen. You stay curious. You avoid fight or flight. Or say you want to speak up at work. You want to show your true confidence. Your small talk might be, "Voice it." With that phrase, you stand taller. You open your mouth. You let your ideas out. When you choose your words, start with an action verb. It gives the phrase extra power. Try, feel, don't fixate. Or speak slow. The verb sets you in motion. It tells your mind what to do. Make your small talk personal. It should feel like yours alone. Fisher's client used one from her past. She picked, "Tell him, Doris." Her grandfather said it to her grandmother. She felt his boldness in that line. Every time she said it in her head, she felt his push. She found her own assertive energy again. Write your small talks on a card. Keep them where you can see them. On your desk, in your notebook, on your phone lock screen. When you face a hard moment, glance at them. They will ground you.
They will steer you back on course. Small talks work because they speak to your deep mind. They bypass the chatter. They go straight to your instincts. In a flash, you remember who you want to be. You remind yourself of your best self. This simple practice can change tense moments into chances for growth. You no longer feel helpless. You have a silent superpower in your head. You can face any high-stakes chat with calm and clarity. These mental anchors set the stage for the next step. Once you feel steady, you can shape the flow of the conversation. You can guide it with questions. You can respond with thought. You can turn conflict into connection. In the next part of this book, we will explore how to ask the right questions. We will learn how to steer talks toward understanding. We will see how to build bridges instead of walls. Your small talks will prepare you for this. They will give you the calm base you need. Let's keep going. The next conversation. Book summary. Chapter 4. Strength. Have you ever felt your words racing out before you even think? It happens when stress hits. Your heart pounds. Your mind spins. That's your amygdala jumping into action. It speeds up your breath. It pushes you to speak fast. Before you know it, you've said more than you meant to. What if you could slow everything down? That's where silence comes in. A pause can give you control. It puts the pace of the talk in your hands. It lets you think. It stops gut reactions. You might worry a pause looks weak. Actually, the opposite is true. Silence shows calm. It shows confidence. Not all pauses are the same. A short break of 1 to 4 seconds can add power. Try it before you answer a tough question. The pause makes your words seem deliberate. It gives your next line more punch. Longer pauses, up to 10 seconds, work like a mirror. They let the other person face what they said. Imagine someone says something harsh. You could shout back, or you could stay quiet. Hold that silence for 10 seconds. The other person will start to feel the weight of their own words. They might shift in their seat. They might say sorry. They might change what they said. Lawyers use this trick every day. Fisher tells of a deposition with a truck driver. The driver was accused of texting before a crash. He denied it. Fisher already had the phone records. So, after the driver said he never texted, Fisher said nothing. For 8 long seconds, the room sat still. The driver's eyes darted around. He squirmed in his chair. Then he said maybe he texted but could not remember. Fisher paused again. This time it was 10 seconds. The silence got heavier. Finally, the driver admitted he probably did text. No shouting needed, just the power of silence. You can use this too. Next time you face a tense moment, try a deliberate pause. Count to 4 before you speak. See how your words land harder. Then when things get really heated, hold your tongue for 10 seconds. Let the silence do the talking. Silence can also give you a chance to breathe. When you pause, you breathe deeper. Your heart rate slows, your mind clears. You can scan your body for tension. You can remind yourself of your small talks from the book. You can ground yourself before you speak. Once your pause is over, you have a choice. You can respond with a calm question. You can restate what you heard. You can guide the talk toward real solutions. You can share your thoughts with care. Your words will then carry much more weight. Adding silence to your communication tools will change the game. You will speak less but say more. You will steer talks instead of getting swept away. You will stand firm in tough moments. And you will show a quiet strength that others will respect. In the next part of the book, we will look at how to pick the right words. We will learn how to ask questions that open doors. We will see how to move from conflict to connection. Your new habit of using silence will set you up for success. Get ready to discover the final pieces of this communication puzzle. The next conversation. Book summary, chapter 5. Sharper words. Ever noticed how a single word can change everything? Fisher calls this the one-word edit. It starts with cutting out the fillers that hide your true message. Think of the word just. You've probably used it in emails. I just wanted to check in. Now try, I wanted to check in. You sound direct, you sound certain. Fisher points out other weak phrases too. How about, I am kinda wondering if... Swap it for, I'll ask. Short and clear. No beating around the bush. When you spot these edits, you will shave off tons of empty words. You'll project real confidence. Next, look at all those tiny unnecessary apologies. You know the ones. Sorry to bother you. Sorry I'm late. Sometimes you need a genuine sorry, but most of the time you don't. Using sorry for simple needs makes you seem less sure of yourself. Fisher suggests you flip them into thanks. Instead of sorry I'm late, say thanks for your patience. Instead of sorry to bother you, say I appreciate your help. These small swaps reshape how people see you. They make you feel stronger too. Now think about the sounds you slip into your speech. Like, you know. You hear them every time you talk. They sneak in when you hesitate. They fill the silence. Fisher reminds us that silence is a powerful tool. We learned this in the last chapter. Next time you feel an coming, pause instead. A quick, calm silence will sound intentional. It gives your next words more impact. It lets you think for a moment, and it makes your message land harder. These ideas work in everyday chats. They work in emails and presentations. They work in tough arguments too. When you remove fillers, you sharpen your voice. You show you know what you mean. You take control of the pace and the tone. Picture a tense work call. You need to ask for a budget increase. You start with, I just wanted to ask. It already sounds weak. Now imagine you begin with, I'd like to discuss. You set a serious tone. You signal that this talk matters. Your words carry weight. Or think of a personal chat. You feel hurt and want to share. You might say, sorry if this sounds strange, but you don't need that sorry. You could start with, I need to tell you how I feel. You own your feelings. You command this space. You invite real connection. By mastering the one-word edit, you gain respect. You show others you value their time. You show yourself you matter. This is the power of saying less. It's proof that simple changes can make a big impact. In the next part of the book, we will see how to choose the most powerful questions. We will learn how to guide any conversation towards understanding. We will explore the final steps that turn talk into true connection. With sharper words, you're ready to dive deeper.
The next conversation, book summary conclusion. Closing thoughts. You've learned how to dig below anger to find the real struggle in any tough talk. You saw how Jefferson Fisher's tactics can help you stay calm and clear. You practiced the conversational breath and the quick scan to slow down your body and mind. You created small talks to ground yourself with just the right phrase. You used silence in two ways, short pauses to add power and longer ones to help others think about their words. And you tried the one-word edit to cut out empty phrases and speak with more confidence. Together, these tools give you a new way to face difficult conversations. You now know how to keep your cool, listen with purpose, and choose words that carry real weight. With practice, you will handle any conflict with more calm, clarity, and respect. Thank you for watching this book summary. If you enjoyed it, please leave a comment and let us know what you think. Listen the other book summary. Disclaimer: please check the description. Any digital copy of this content that is shared through piracy or downloaded without permission or uploaded on any online social media platform will be considered a clear violation of copyright law. Piracy is a serious offense and strict legal action will be taken against it. Additionally, copyright infringement may result in a strike against your YouTube channel or page, and it could even be deleted. Therefore, please do not engage in piracy or support it. This content has been created based on the references from the mentioned book. However, it may contain some unintentional errors or inconsistencies due to human or mechanical mistakes. If you notice any mistakes or inconsistencies, please accept our apologies and inform us through a comment, message, or email. If you enjoy this book summary and wish to gain complete knowledge of the book, then please consider purchasing the book from an online or offline bookstore and reading it. Thank you very much.